Big 12 power rankings. Let's do it, Kenny. Let's freaking do it.
All right.
Okay,
Which, by the way, you're going to be surprised at my power ranking, Steve.
Okay, here we go. Can I see that? Pretty good?
Yes.
Is that better?
I love
that's better.
Oh, current standings.
Here we go. Okay, so this is current standings according to ESPN. So this is the ESPN standings. We're going to go 16-1. Number one's obviously the best, 16 worst. Okay. I think it's pretty easy. I think we both have Houston last, right?
Houston's dead last for me.
Okay.
I think they're improving, though. I will say, I think they're improving.
I think we have the same number 15 team, too. I assume we have the same 15.
KU.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree. Oh, my goodness.
College graduate, by the way.
Yeah. I did twice. Okay. Number 14. Who you got?
I got TCU.
You got TCU? I have Baylor.
That's my 13. Baylor's my 13.
So the reason why I have Houston last, I mean, they haven't scored a touchdown or scored at all in the last 8 quarters. KU's 1-4. That's why they are 15. I hope they enjoyed being ranked so high on the EA video game because in real life they stink. And Baylor, I'm not sure that they're actually that bad. They're having a hard time just beating anyone. So that's why they are 14 for me. So
yep, I've got Baylor as my 13.
That's hilarious because I have TCU as my 13.
Yep.
So TCU, I mean, they gave up 66 to
maybe our
SMU.
Maybe our 12 is the same.
So TCU gave up 66 at SMU. They did beat KU, which was nice to see, but they did blow a 3-touchdown lead at home to UCF.
But they were trailing against Kansas though. Like good on them.
They came back though. They came back.
That punt return was huge. We see firsthand what happens with punt returns. I'm gonna be back on this channel when this game is over, buddy. All right. I mean, you should come back on the pregame show because the week
we pregame it and we preview it here.
We do an actual breakdown of. It's going to be 6 o'clock next Tuesday, 6:30 next Tuesday. We actually break down the offense, the defense. Everything.
It'll be 5:30 Colorado time if you live in Colorado. So we'll do a breakdown next Tuesday, and we'll do the post game review on the Sunday.
All right, back
just letting you know, K-State's ran for 200 yards on the ground
just so you know,
every single game.
Just so you know, K-Dub, I appreciate you on here, man. Like it's actually a lot of fun. I love the engagement. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Okay, what do you got?
Number 12. I've got Cincinnati.
I'm not sure that's a bad pick, honestly.
No, I don't think they're this bad. I just think like from what they've shown just recently. I'm saying like as of right now, I don't think that Cincinnati's going to be 12th like at the end of the season, but I think as of right now, from like their loss against Texas Tech. I mean, it's kind of a big.
I think 13 to like 6 are pretty interchangeable, honestly. You could throw really any of these teams in there.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm going to go Cincinnati as well at 12.
Okay.
They blew a 3-touchdown lead at home to Pitt, which shout out to Pitt. I mean, they beat West Virginia and Cincinnati. One of those was at Cincinnati, but Cincinnati gave up 20 to Towson. I mean, that's not great. I don't think they're that good.
Yeah.
Honestly, at the end of the season, they might be 14 or 15. But right now, I have them 12.
Wow. I don't know if they'll be that bad, but we'll have to see.
We'll see. I mean, I know PFF loves their offense, and then they scored like 41 against Texas Tech and lost 44-41. So they have a good offense, but defense, ooh-wee. As a UCF fan, we never adjusted on defense. Our offense wasn't as bad as people were saying, but how can you expect to win a 4 turnovers when we had 1 in the last 3 games? Okay, well, yeah, I get it, man.
I've been saying this. Listen, as
we both picked UCF to win, by the way.
I picked UCF to win. I thought that their offense was going to out-offense Colorado. I literally thought that. I thought like
I didn't realize UCF's defense was that bad. Like I knew it wasn't good, but their defense is
it was literally it because I don't think Colorado's defense is that good either. Like okay, they might have a star linebacker. I don't know, but like from what I've seen from film, hasn't been super impressive. But UCF, they just haven't had the defense there, you know. Like, but I thought that UCF was gonna just. This is what they did against TCU. They were behind against TCU, but then they kept running the ball and wearing down the defense, and eventually it just caught up to TCU. Like they couldn't handle it. And I thought that's what their game plan was going to be against Colorado, you know, because Colorado likes to do a lot of their offense on big, explosive, like 60-yard throws, you know, like that's, and the thing is how you shut that down. You put pressure on the quarterback, which UCF didn't have that. They don't have that sort of pressure on the quarterback.
You know, and you know, K-State didn't get any sacks against Oklahoma State, but I mean, he was throwing off his back foot the entire game, and he was under duress and trying to throw it quickly and sidearm and all that, and that's why
he is. I mean, impressive. That's why Alan Bowman can get rid of the ball so damn fast. It's like
he can, but it doesn't always go to his team.
Right.
His yeah, I mean his
and I also want to give
crazy fast.
I also want to give credit to Colorado's Travis Hunter. That dude is actually the real deal. Like he is absolutely impressive.
He's the best player in college football. He's the best player in college football without a doubt.
Without a doubt, he should win the Heisman. Without a doubt. I mean, my vote goes to him. I mean, you don't play every snap on both sides of the ball and not and be impressive like that.
And at a position where you have to run as much as he does, like he's in insane shape.
Exactly. Sure. All right, moving on to number 11, I've got West Virginia. And they didn't really do anything this last week, but I don't think that they're – I mean, they beat KU. So – okay.
I went Oklahoma State number 11.
Man, you
they're 0-2. They cannot run the ball at all. Bowman, I mean, like we said, we just praise him of how quickly he can get rid of the ball. He's not very accurate. I mean, we talked about how K-State basically shut them down. Their only touchdown until like 2 minutes left in the game was a trick play. I think a lot of their fire that they had a year ago. I mean, it's really hard to win 2 years in a row. Like that's why like it hardly ever happens unless your name is Oklahoma in the Big 12.
Yeah.
I think Ollie Gordon is a good running back, but if you can stop him, you're probably going to beat Oklahoma State, and K-State did that. And right now, I have to put a team that's 0-2 in the bottom 6. I just do.
Okay, I mean that's fair. I just have a little bit more faith in Oklahoma State. I mean, I don't know. I just they're 0-2, but who did they play? You know what I mean? They played.
True.
They played Utah. Those are like they're supposed to be.
True, but one of those is at home.
Sure, but and we can go back and forth on that game, but I mean Utah is supposed to be one of the best, if not the best team in Big 12.
I have to get to this comment here. Everybody picked UCF to win. I love it when CU gets no respect. But that's cool.
Money.
I like making money. That's cool. That's awesome. That's because no one likes your coach or the way that he lets his players talk before games and all that. I mean, Shiloh Sanders talks so much crap. It's disgusting. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw what he was saying to Nebraska players prior to the game. He was laughing, saying, y'all know we're going to beat you, blah, 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 blah. And then what they do, they get their butts kicked. They got their butts handled by Nebraska. What they did on the on the Oregon logo last year and what they did all of last year and all off season is talk crap. That's why no one likes Colorado, man. No one likes them because of your coach.
Well, it's not only
just being honest.
It's not only that, but there was.
Having said that, Travis Hunter is amazing, and your quarterback is super talented.
Yeah.
But no one likes your coach and the way he lets his players.
Well, it's not only that, Steve, but also like last year there was like all this hype built around them last year, and they only won 4 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, their respect has not been earned. Their respect has not been earned.
Yeah, they were like the laughing stock last year, and I'm not throwing shade to be a hater. I'm not a hater. Listen. Colorado being good means that the Big 12 is going to be good. Like that, it only benefits us.
There's no way that you actually think that. There's no way, dude. There's no way. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on because I'm tired of that. I'm tired.
But it is interesting though because there was that one. Remember when we had Brett Hammer on, and he said that Sanders was arguing with the reporter about the weather or something like that, and just like fighting him
that's
over,
what I'm saying. Deion's he's not letting people come to press conferences because he doesn't like the way that they portrayed him. Like, dude, come on, get out of here.
Seriously. I mean, I think it's
all right.
funny.
Let's move on. Let's move on here.
I love it. I think it's funny.
All right, what do you got for number 10?
Arizona State.
I also have Arizona State number 10.
Okay.
They look good in a 3-0 start, but I mean, I really, really, really question their quarterback.
I need to see more from them. They might be lower. They might actually end up lower on the list. I need to see more from them because all they've done is played Texas Tech, and Texas Tech is actually, I mean, they beat Cincinnati, they beat Arizona State. They're 4-1. I mean, it hasn't looked good. It's kind of been an ugly 4-1, but I mean, they're still 2-0 in the Big 12. So, but Arizona State, they were on their bye week, so I don't know what to do here. So I need a lot more. The bye weeks are killing this like power rankings. We need to revisit this power rankings for me. But yeah, that's just where they are for me right now.
I dig it. I'm having some computer issues, so I'm gonna have to fix this while you talk here over the next one. Did I not put? I had. Yeah, no. I have Arizona State number 10. As well.
All right, this is for me. Number 9 is Oklahoma State for me.
So I'm gonna have West Virginia at number 9, just because I appreciate what they did to KU.
You don't think Oklahoma State's gonna be able to do that? Come on, dude.
True, but I'm just saying I appreciated what they did, and even though they did not look very good in their opener against Penn State, and they really haven't looked very good overall. So.
Well, Randy, I do appreciate these comments, man. I love the fire. I love the diehardness. It makes me smile. It's really, really fun to watch this. But I will say, we're gonna figure this out. Come next Tuesday, 6:30 Central Time, we're gonna break down the Colorado K-State game. We're gonna go through every We'll go through the offense. We'll go through special teams. We'll do defense. We'll give our hot takes and stuff like that and score predictions. I mean, it is in Colorado and it is a night game. And we just saw on full display what happens when you play when K-State goes into a mountain area and has a night game against BYU. We laid a huge egg. So I'm not saying that it won't happen. It could very well happen. But I don't know. The eye test shows me that Colorado's offensive line is easy to run by, and I don't know. I feel like K-State has the dudes up front to be able to put a lot of pressure on Shedeur and shut down this throwing game. I mean, we're not going to be able to shut it down completely, but I do think that we can contain I think we can contain the pass on them. So yeah, number 9 is going to be Oklahoma State for me. I'm just kind of been interacting here, Steve, with the
no,
chat.
I've been here the whole time. I was just trying to fix my thing.
Praying that your hate in your heart will stop clouding your judgment. I hope that's not directed towards me. I've got no hate. I just love the conversation, It's fun. It's fun to talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna get into score predictions. If you think K-State's gonna score 13, I mean, they've only had one game this season where they didn't go more than 30. So we'll have to see.
Who do you got for number 8?
Number 8, I've got UCF.
I also have UCF number 8, and here's why: their defense is garbage. Their defense is garbage, and it's the reason why they're not going to win a Big 12 championship.
Yo,
I mean, you can score however many points you want.
Your static or white noise is a lot. Yeah.
Let me try to fix it here. You keep talking.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to address that because something changed in your mic there. Yeah, I want to Randy Gilbert come back next week when we go over the scores. We're gonna actually be on Sunday doing the we'll do another video because we always do like the post game show on Sundays. Well, K-State didn't have a game this Saturday because they're on a bye week, but we do want to at least react to the games and maybe talk about that. And maybe we'll answer some more comments as the comments keep rolling in over the week. Especially probably on this video here. There's probably going to be a lot of comments.
I think I fixed it.
But yeah, UCF number 8. Yes, it sounds a lot better. UCF number 8 for me. That's to me like I still think they've only had well, okay, technically they've had 2 Big 12 games because they played TCU early on in the season. Like they had like TCU, then they went on their bye week, and then they played Colorado. But again, you can't deny their rush offense. I mean, I want to see them play more. It is only 2 Big 12 games so far for every team, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. So I'm gonna
jump the gun here at number 7, Texas Tech, and here's why. Their offense is really good, but their defense is still bad. I mean, they gave up 41 to Cincinnati. They basically should have lost to Abilene Christian. They've gotten a lot better. They beat the crap out of North Texas, but I still don't think they're that good, dude. I really do not. So I have them number 7. What do you got?
I have Utah. I don't think. Now listen, I don't think. Hold on. Let me explain. I don't think that Utah is the 7th best team in the Big 12. I'm just saying from their last week's performance. If you only gave me 1 week, like you gave me just the like last week's performance and said like, where do you think the strongest, like from 1 to 16, what are the strongest and weakest teams? Utah has to be number 7 for me. Like if you just gave me that last week's performance, that's what I'm getting at. So I'm judging off of like, I don't think that Utah is going to end up the 7th best team. They're probably in the top 3, top 4. But that loss to Arizona is pretty big. You know, it was at home. That was their conference opener for home. Like that's a big deal. So
what do you got for number 6?
Arizona. I mean, you got to put them above Utah. They just beat them. They're 3-1. Utah's 4-1. They're
Colorado.
Both, even though Arizona,
they're on fraud alert for me. Oh
man!
But we're gonna see here in about a week and a half. We're gonna see how good they really are when they play K-State. Now it's a home game for them. I really feel like if this game was in Manhattan, I mean, it would. I really feel like K-State would beat the brakes off of them. I do. I really do. So we'll see what happens. But right now, they're better than I thought they'd be at this point. I still don't think they're that amazing yet. Big win for them at UCF. UCF's defense is garbage. They had a win on a Hail Mary against Baylor, number 6, which is still top half. That's a great improvement over last year, only winning 4 games.
So. It was a Hail Mary to get to overtime, but then it was also they played. You know, they won in overtime. So, you know, for whatever it's worth, you got to give them credit. I have Colorado a little bit higher on the list just based upon what they did last week. Again, my power rankings are based upon what they did last week. It's not what because you have to understand that there's injuries in this game and injuries happen all the time. And that, I mean, Utah without Cam Rising, that's probably where they are. Potentially, that's probably where they are in their power strength. I don't know for sure, but without Cam Rising, maybe that's where they are. Colorado, what they did to UCF, if UCF doesn't get it together, UCF is going to be a number 8 team. I mean, that's kind of where they were last year, that they ended up middle of the pack, you know, even with all the talent in the world in their offense, They ended up middle of the road for the Big 12.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We are getting really close to monetization.
Yeah,
going to see more people to subscribe. So
yeah. If you think this is fun and you want more of
or
this,
controversial, yeah. If you want to comment all the time in all these live streams, like everyone's doing, and tell us how stupid we are, subscribe. Please do so. We will highlight your comment. JV Collectibles, K-State DBs seem mid at best. We'll see.
What?
K-State does have an NFL corner. The safeties, there's been an issue with the safeties all year. Let's be honest, there has been.
They just got 2 interceptions last week. What are they talking about? And we
all right, let's move on.
Oh, whoa, hold on. I've got to defend this position. Hold on, Steve. We already played against arguably the top 2 dual, like Fafita and T-Mac. We played them already and we shut them down. I mean, that's basically what Travis Hunter and Shador are. They're just a little bit better than them, in my opinion. But I think that T-Mac is better than Travis Hunter as a wide receiver. I think he's one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver in college football right now.
Travis Hunter is the best player in college football. We already said that earlier.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying wide receiver.
Oh,
specific. Like Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter plays both sides of the ball.
Yes,
Travis
he's
Hunter plays
insane on
corner.
both sides.
Okay, but I'm saying as wide receiver, T-Mac is probably the best wide receiver position-wise.
Oh, well, without a doubt. I mean, he'll be a top 10 pick. We've already played him. In K-State dominated. So.
He's insane. And in K-State already played against them. So we'll have to see in Colorado what happens. Everything's going to come down to the October 12th game, man. October 12th weekend is going to be huge. But to say that K-State's DBs are bad, no. Our safeties, I'll give you. Our safeties, I'll give you that. But our DBs, no. Nope.
Let's move on. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about this and arguing all night. Number 5, who you got?
Number 5, I got Texas Tech. Listen, man.
That is crazy high. I got Arizona.
They're 2-0. They're 2-0 in the Big 12, Steve, and they're 4-1. I mean, what do you want?
Arizona just won at Utah. We just talked about how they have a top 10 receiver on their team. I think they're a lot better than they showed at K-State. Fafita is a good quarterback. I think they're a pretty good team. I really do. They're definitely a top 5 team. So I got them number 5. Here's where it's going to get crazy. Who do you got number 4?
Iowa State.
Oh!
It's the same for you, isn't it?
No, it is not.
Oh.
It is not.
K-State for you? Oh, Utah. Okay. No, I think Utah could end up there, but I'm saying like without Cam Rising, I think they might. Again, your power rankings seem more legit as like where they might end up. My power rankings are like what they showed last week. Does that make sense? Like mine are based on like
it does
where they're at currently right now, and yours are like where you can possibly see them at the end. And so that brings me to number 3, which is Colorado.
That's too high, but okay. That's okay. All right. Again, we talked about how you said yours is more about what they did last week.
Yeah.
I got K-State number 3. As much as I'd love to put them number 1, I mean, I cannot put them number 1 when they lost at BYU in the fashion that they did.
Right.
So,
well, mine is number 2 for K-State.
Okay.
And then BYU is number 1 for me. Obviously, that I
got Iowa State number 2.
Yeah.
I also had BYU as number 1.
You have to put BYU as number 1. They're the undefeated team in the league. And I guess you could say Iowa State is too, but Iowa State is a game behind right now. And they have only played
that's another reason.
One Big 12 team. They played
and they look like booty last week.
Okay.
They look like booty last week. They just did.
Randy Gilbert is totally trolling now. He's totally trolling now.
Yes. Yeah, he is. I'm done highlighting those comments. But yeah, that's our power rankings for the Big 12, bro.
Yes, from what mine is what they showed last week. Yours is probably a little bit more like kind of both, I guess, like what they showed last week and where you think they are actually at, like overall, like where they actually sit at. Yeah, I think that K-State needs to be right. I mean, that's a pretty good deal, like right underneath BYU. The fact that I could not put Iowa State in number 2 because they had no offense against Houston. They had literally no offense against them. It was 3-0, Steve, for 3 quarters until the very end of the third quarter, Steve. How in the world can you put Iowa State number 2 with that? Like, that seems crazy.
Outside of one game, they've looked really good, and they still won that game. So that's why I have them number 2. That's it's literally that's why they won at Iowa. Even though I felt like Iowa was more of
they
them
were
losing
bad
the game
in the
than
first
Iowa.
half.
That was more Iowa losing and Iowa State winning, but their offense looked pretty good against, I think it was Arkansas State. So
but
I still think they're going to be, and their schedule lines up pretty good for them to win a lot of games. So we'll see. But yeah, that's our Big 12 power rankings, man.